Welcome to today's episode of Next Gen AI Podcast. Together we have Samuel, who is also the co-founder of X Factor.
Thank you.
Many people tell me that either you go to the gym very often or you look like a celebrity.
I'm not sure where you get that from. Yeah, but I do work out quite a bit.
Nothing in business is done by a man himself alone. Could you share how has it been working together in your team? What are some of your strengths, the dynamics that you all work with each other?
For me, when I was looking for my partners, it's very important that they have values that I do not have. They are able to strengthen my weakness. I just went online, I posted an ad, and then I said that I need investor for a new business venture, Xtrowing. And just nice, on the day before he saw the ad, he actually saw a news article from Channel 8 about Xtrowing Rangers in US. So he reached out to me, he called me immediately, right? And then we set up a meeting the following day. I think the vibe check was good. I got good feeling from this guy, and hence that was it. And then I think 1 year plus down the road, we invited another partner to join us. He's in charge of the food and beverage, which I'm not that good at. And also my then partner, Derek, wasn't good at as well. So we invited Louis on board, which is our third partner. And hence, I think we complement each other in terms of our strength and values as well.
So before we go into the highlight, which is Sentosa, and I believe that you guys have a lot more plans, I just really wanted to understand a little bit more. Is this a place where people simply pick up the X, throw, and then they just forget about X Factor? What are your thoughts about returning customers or maybe even a community that you have built over the years?
Yeah, so we definitely see some recurring customers that are coming back. They actually, sometimes they bring their own access in as well. And some of the customers will buy access from us that we ship in from the United States. So they will buy from us and then we will keep it for them. And then they will use those access to throw in our range.
So just want to know as well, I think for the audiences as well to know, business to business and business to customers, these two and possibly even B2G, business to government as well, right? The different kind of customers. Just wanted to know a little bit more. Are they corporates coming into X Factor? If so, could you throw a few names out?
A lot of MINDEF. We work with Singapore Police Force, of course, because they're the one that grant us the license. So during COVID period, because we cannot have gatherings, they actually bought tickets from us. So we sold them like 400 individualized tickets for them. And then we extended that offer to their family members as well. We also work with people like people from Google, from Sony, from from Apple, from MBS, Fox News, Fox Sports.
Sure.
So quite a lot of corporates have been with us, and I think I would like to think, and based on their feedback, I think they greatly enjoyed Xtrowing.
It is nice to see how your passion has led to something actualized and you great partners, very good customers, clienteles as well. So how was Grandstand set up? How many seater, how many packs, how many areas of play zone do you guys have? Could you just break down that space for us to visualize?
Yeah. So for us, we go by cages actually. So in Grandstand itself, we have about 4 to 5 cage. So 4 to 5 cage, and then each cage will have 2 throwing lanes. For corporates, what we do is that we rent them the entire space. If let's say they exceed a certain amount of packs, so it becomes a venue rental thing instead. And then it's easier for them as well. Imagine you have like 50, 60 people, right? And then some people go on MC. So it's very hard for us to charge them per pack basis. So we say, okay, you rent the entire venue for however much money. And then you can have up to 60, 70 people.
For sure.
Yeah.
Would Xtrowing just be deemed as a sport? Could this actually evolve into an area where you say that it's about games, competitions, sports?
Mm-hmm.
Is there such thoughts in your head?
Yes.
Developing?
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. I don't see why not. Because it can get quite competitive sometimes, and the level of competitiveness can change as well. We can up the level, we can change the target board. And also in Canada, what they are trying to do is to push this sport, because it's huge there. They're trying to push this sport into the Olympics. So if it goes there, then it's going to be a full-blown sport, up-and-coming sport. And I believe that in Xtrowing, everyone is competing on equal grounds. So it's not like, for example, let's say swimming or football or soccer. right? That you have to start at a very young age and build your skills and really develop how you play the game. But in X throwing, I feel like everybody is starting on even grounds, right? In Singapore especially, no one has ever held an X, much less thrown it.
Do you foresee that X Factor would eventually also be a group of companies, of entertainment companies, or sports and entertainment companies together? What is your BHAG? What is your big vision for the world? Yeah,
definitely for X Factor. Actually, the group of companies is already correct because we actually have a business registered called X Factor Group. Which we hold our beverages and food and beverage company, and at the same time X Factor company under it as well. So as we go along, eventually when we have our own huge merchandising brand or whatnot, we're going to open up another company and it goes under X Factor Group as well. So as with all new companies coming in, which can give us synergy, it will go under X Factor Group too. Yeah, so definitely for the next 5 to 10 years is about building this X Factor Group, right? And then having more and more X-Raying ranges across Singapore and also in Asia. So
now let's touch a little bit about turning away customers and the convergence of technologies. I'm sure you are probably on WhatsApp. You probably was late up yesterday night looking through some of the inquiries, and turning away customers is not something that we please, but I think it's also a good way to say that, hey, your branding obviously has reached to a certain stage where you are always operating at good capacity. Mm-hmm. So how can X Factor continue to use technologies in some of your arena or in some of the workflow or in some of your customer inquiries? What do you think would help your business if you were given unlimited resources to technology these days?
Mm-hmm. I think one thing that can elevate my business to the next level, which I'm actually looking at as well, is a projector target board. So we have a projector that is going to be hung on top of the cage, and then it's going to project different games and whatnot onto our target boards. So it becomes more interactive. So when you throw an X, then it will respond in accordingly. So it works a lot like how darts work. So I think that is one thing that we are really looking at that will be able to elevate X-Raying to the next level, because X-Raying is all about experience for the customers, right? For our throwers.
And in terms of like AI, would you say that is there any elements of AI that you guys could potentially deploy? After all, we are next gen AI, so just wondering. And we do digital humans. Would you see that there's a possibility to potentially put exhibitions or avatar-drivens at your counter or receptions to welcome guests and to maybe even potentially take orders in future?
I haven't thought about that, but that is actually quite an interesting idea, right? To have them come in and then immediately, I mean, if you have an avatar there and then it's interactive and then it's able to serve customers to a certain level of standards, right? Then it eliminates the need for me to have staff because we have waiver forms that we need. So the process of customers coming into our range is quite straightforward, actually. They come in, they have to scan waiver form, they have to sign it, and then they have to go through safety videos and everything. So if you have an avatar there, it's able to help us do all this. It's perfect. It lessens the need for manpower. I can actually cut down one entire manpower just for that, right? And all my staff will just be there as a coach to make sure that people don't overstep the boundaries of the safety protocols that we have in place. So actually, that is an amazing idea.
How's your experience been, working with Next Gen AI?
I think that what you guys are doing at Next Gen AI, it's amazing, right? Because you have interactive humans and whatnot. And like I said just now, I feel like this is really good synergy moving forward with, I don't think just X Factor, because imagine going into a store, right? And then you are greeted with an AI, an avatar, who's able to manage your basic requirements, right, of the business. It makes it look more premium, more posh. That's for sure. And that is something that I'll be more than happy to explore. In terms of working with you guys, I think it's been really seamless as well. You guys make me feel really comfortable here. And I feel like the video shoot, everything, it's seamless, it's easy. And the video that you guys are doing, it's not like lackluster or anything. It's professional, it's good. Okay. Right? And with all this, like it's amazing.
Great. So thank you. We have come to the end of this Next Gen AI podcast, and together again we have Samuel from X Factor. We look forward to visiting your Sentosa. Happy launch, and let's chat soon.
Thank you.
All right.
Definitely. Thank you.
Cool.